most falls don't happen because your legs give out. They happen because your body doesn't react fast enough to catch you. A trip on a rug, a step off a curb, a reach for something just out of grasp, and suddenly you're on the way down. But here's what most people don't hear. That reaction can be trained. And it doesn't take a gym, a personal trainer, or even getting down on the floor. In this video, I'll show you 3 simple movements done beside a chair or a counter that help your body catch itself before a stumble becomes a fall. Let me show you. Before we get into the movements, let me explain why this matters so much. Because it's not just about feeling unsteady. After 60, a few things change quietly, all at once. The small muscles in your ankles and feet that make fine adjustments slow down. The inner ear, which tells your brain which way is up, gets a little less precise. And your reaction time, that split second between I'm losing my balance and I'm catching myself, gets longer. That combination is why a fall that a 30-year-old would brush off can be life-changing after 60. It's the leading cause of injury for older adults, and for many people, the fear of falling actually becomes the bigger problem, because it makes them move less, which makes them weaker, which makes them more likely to fall. But here's the hopeful part. Research is very clear that these systems respond to training at any age. The movements I'm about to show you are designed to wake up exactly the reflexes that keep you steady. The sideways, forward, and turning reactions that most exercise programs skip. Now, a quick safety note before we start. These movements are gentle and designed for beginners. But please, if you have any concerns about your stability or a history of falls, dizziness, or vertigo, do these next to a sturdy chair, a wall, or a countertop you can grab. And as always, check with your doctor before starting any new routine, especially if you've had a recent fall. Your safety comes first. All right, let's start with movement number 1, the side step. Here's why this one matters. Think about the last time you felt yourself wobble. Chances are it wasn't forward or backward, it was sideways. Maybe you turned to reach for something or shifted your weight getting out of the chair. Sideways is the direction we practice the least, and it's the direction most falls actually happen. Side steps train the muscles on the outside of your hips and legs to catch you when you tip to the side. Here's how you do it. Stand beside a sturdy counter or behind a chair, with your fingertips resting lightly on it for support. Feet about hip-width apart, shoulders relaxed, eyes forward. Now, take one slow step to the side with your right foot. Then, bring your left foot in to meet it. That's 1. Then, step again. Take 4 or 5 steps in one direction, pause, and come back the other way. Go slowly. The goal is not speed, it's control. Try to keep your body tall and avoid leaning into the counter for most of your weight. If you start to feel wobbly, that's actually a good sign. It means those stabilizing muscles are working. Just grip the counter a little more firmly and reset. Begin with 4 or 5 steps each direction. If that feels comfortable, you can work up to 2 or 3 rounds. And if you feel any sharp pain or dizziness, stop and rest. Movement number 2 is called heel-to-toe walking. Some people call it the tightrope walk. This one trains your forward balance while you're actually moving, which is very different from standing still. Walking is when most stumbles happen because your weight is shifting from one foot to the other with every single step. Heel to toe walking forces your body to slow that transition down and control it. Here's how you do it. Stand next to a wall or a long counter, with one hand resting lightly on it for support. Find a straight line on the floor, a seam in the tile, the edge of a rug, or even an imaginary line. Now place one foot directly in front of the other, so the heel of your front foot touches the toes of your back foot. Then, step forward with your back foot. Again, heel touching toe. Keep your eyes up, looking ahead, not down at your feet. Walk like this for about 10 steps. It's harder than it looks, and that's the point. If you lose your balance, just touch the wall and reset. You don't need to be perfect. Aim for 2 or 3 passes. As it gets easier, you can try letting your hand hover just above the wall instead of touching it. The support is still there if you need it, but you're challenging yourself a little more. Here's a little tip. Don't hold your breath. A lot of people do that when they're concentrating and don't even realize it. Breathe normally. It actually helps your stability. Movement number 3 is probably the most overlooked movement of all. I call it the look around march. Here's why. A huge number of falls happen when people turn their head while walking. To look at a grandchild, to check behind them, to glance at a car backing up. When you turn your head, your inner ear and your eyes suddenly send new information to your brain. And your body has to adjust on the fly. This movement trains you to stay steady while that's happening. Here's how you do it. Stand behind your chair or next to a counter, with both hands resting lightly on the support. Begin marching gently in place, just lifting one foot a few inches, then the other in a slow rhythm. Now, while you keep marching, slowly turn your head to look to the right. Hold it for a breath, then turn back to center, then slowly turn to the left. Keep the movement of your head slow and controlled. No quick snaps. The goal is to keep marching smoothly while your head moves. If you feel yourself sway, slow the head turn down even more. Do this for about 30 seconds to a minute. That's all it takes to start waking up the connection between your inner ear and your balance. This movement is gentle, but it's doing real work. And it's a perfect one to do a few times throughout the day. Every time you stand up to stretch, just add a minute of the look around march. So, let me put this all together into a simple 5-minute daily routine. First, side steps, 4 to 5 steps in each direction. 2 rounds, that's about 2 minutes. Then, heel to toe walking, 2 or 3 passes of about 10 steps. That's another 2 minutes. Finally, the look around march, 30 to 60 seconds. That's it. About 5 minutes a day, and the key word here is daily. Consistency is everything with fall prevention. It's better to do 5 minutes every day than 30 minutes once a week. Your reflexes and your stabilizer muscles need that regular practice to stay sharp. Think of it less like exercise and more like brushing your teeth. A small, daily habit that protects you over time. Before you go, I want to give you a quick way to track your progress. It's simple. Once a week, stand next to a wall and time how long you can do the heel-to-toe walk without touching the wall for support. Write that number down. Or Time how many side steps you can take before you need to grab the counter. After 2 weeks of doing these movements daily, test yourself again. I think you'll be surprised by the difference. And honestly, watching that number improve is one of the best ways to stay motivated and to remind yourself that your balance is something you can actively protect. Now, one more important thing, and I want to be direct about it. If you've already had a fall, or you find yourself feeling dizzy, lightheaded, or unsteady more often than you used to, please don't try to manage that only with exercises. Those can be signs of things that need a doctor's attention, like blood pressure changes, medication side effects, or an inner ear problem. The movements in this video are for building strength and confidence. They are not a treatment for a medical cause of dizziness or falls. If a fall or near fall is new, sudden, or getting worse, talk to your healthcare provider. If you found this helpful, please take a moment to subscribe to Healthy Senior Choices. I share simple, practical tips to help you stay strong, steady, and active after 60. And I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 3 movements felt the most challenging for you? Drop a comment below and let me know how you did. Remember, it's just 5 minutes a day, and it's one of the most important things you can do for your independence. Small changes lead to big results, one healthy choice at a time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.